extra point good by Catanzaro. And the rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out comes Minnesota. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Black, black. Zebra, zebra, zebra.
Cousins now from the 50. Blitz coming and down he goes. Quan Alexander in there to get him for his second sack of the night. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out. But you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Levante David in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Cousins to throw it. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. In for the score. And the Bucks offense continuing to pour it on.
Hey, rookie, that's the way to make an impression. Return one for a touchdown.
Yeah, welcome to the party. We saw him fielding those punts before the game, and he just had a little bit of a look in his eye, didn't he?
He did. He was a confident young man, and now we know why.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Vikings now heading onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
First down, here's Cousins. On the crossing route, complete. It's Green. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Tight end right, tight end right. 4 down, 4 down.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Spurs.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Gerald McCoy. Now the Bucks going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. To throw, Cousins. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
4 down, check.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. Wide open receiver, complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check 31, check.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And now here's another interception. Snags it for the pick, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey. We got three. 3 down. Hey. Slam. Deuce. 5-0. I got him. On me. Let's go.
Play action now. Winston. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Jameis now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Green, triple C. Ready. Blue waiting. Hey, sub. Let's go. Stay with your man.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And this Buccaneer offense, they're running away with this one. Point after now from Catanzaro. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Now the set to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucks out in front. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. Looking downfield for Godwin. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
That is right. 550.
They just do get the play off. Now Winston. Looking downfield for Godwin. He's got a man. Complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play for the Bucks there on 3rd down. 57 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Off the play fake, Winston. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. He got 29 yards that time.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones taking it in. And this Buccaneer offense is running away with this one. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Quan Alexander in there to get him again. The 3rd time he sacked him here tonight.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Following the interception, Winston. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, but I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that, but a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember in cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves, which you'd wear in the diving, but they would split too easily in the course of a game. Then the glove manufacturers got smart and started adding to it, and here we are today.
On 2nd down, Cook. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Throwing is Cousins. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Carlson now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Hey, sub. Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Now a second down throw for Winston. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Bucks on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Ready. Black 22. Sonic. Sonic. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
A second down throw for Winston. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Everson Griffin in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucks up on 3rd and long.
Hey, sub. Let's go.
Jameis to throw it. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taking it about the 16. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
Here we go.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Hey, you got 3 down. Wait, hot. Yellow. Nice.
Cousins now on 2nd down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Sonic. Hey, watch
second down, Winston again. And this is caught at the 8th. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Corey Coleman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bucks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Catanzaro now for the extra point. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now it's Wilson. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a second down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Handoff comes to Cook. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back now in Tampa. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Cousins on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
We're going. Let's go. Gun.
A 2nd down throw for Cousins. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Open man as Thielen is complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A first down throw for Cousins. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They go play action here on first down. His throw incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, it's Cousins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Cousins. Throw left side on target to Thielen. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They'll run for it. Cook. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. Dalvin Cook turned away on 4th down. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. First down, Winston. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. Xavier Rhodes, the cornerback, there in coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Ready? Blue lady.
Second down, Winston. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The reception good for 7. On third down, here's Jones. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot. And on that play, they were able to stop them short of a first down.
And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. The Bucks try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
Second down, Cousins. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 19. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then gets with the Eagles. And I believe his against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. On third down, that's Jones. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on first and second down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on fourth down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on first and second down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
They'll pitch it out to Jones. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Eric Kendricks in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Easy.
Here's Winston. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked off by Mike Hughes. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Switch.
They start the drive with Cook. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Cordray Tankersley on the stop defensively. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
We're going. Let's go.
Here's Cousins. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Quan Alexander in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Wide.
3rd and long for Cousins. And the pressure gets to him again. Quan Alexander in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to go down in the end zone. Cousins taken down for the safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. The Bucks on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And they try the sweep to Jones. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Buccaneers, their very slim playoff hopes get a boost as they move to 5-7. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville.
They call a podcast Poppy. Kinkos, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold.
I be out on a late night, opposite a play fight. See slime break night, this break night. My wrist watch is like a break light. And you can get it right on your gravesite. So tell me something I don't know. $50 pizza when I'm eating in Soho. I heard that you in love with the stuff in your in them. Hate me, they hate me. What should I do? Keep getting money. It's funny, I was just like you. Super Bowl Sunday with the facts. Security guard told Kevin Hart to relax. Oh!
Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know.